It's been really interesting over the scope of my career, having spent a number of years auditioning actors, everything from brand new people who had really never auditioned before to seasoned professionals who are household names. And this particular issue of getting in your own way, it spans all of that. So I've seen actors who are incredibly talented, who have a list of credits a mile long, and you would know who they are, come in and totally like tank in an audition, the same way that I've seen relatively new actors do the same thing, and vice versa. And I think that, and so I guess my point is, it doesn't really have to do with experience or even confidence, because that's such a confidence. I don't even know how to quantify that in the audition room. It's really beyond confidence. People tank when they tank in an audition and get in their own way because of thoughts and perceptions that they have, that they've either created in their mind. Like, it's like, did you ever have a conversation in your mind, like let's say you had a fight with somebody and then you left, and then in your mind you're like, oh yeah, and then you go back and forth and you have this whole long conversation, you get all emotional in your head, right? And actors do that to themselves before they come into an audition. They think, oh, the director's going to be in there, and this director, last time I saw him, I was sweating too much, and they're going to think I'm some terrible sweaty actor. Or they're going, last time I came in there, the casting director was really like in a pissy mood. Is she going to be in a pissy mood again? And then she's going to take it out on me. And then you spin into this whole thing. And then you walk in the audition, and maybe you think you let all that go, but trust me, you didn't. And it's, it's heartbreaking, because as a casting director, you really do, we want you to walk in and nail it. And that just makes our day. It makes our day for you. It makes our day for us, that's for sure. And for the studio, because as a casting director, again, that big picture thing, the studio, you have to serve the needs of the studio, which means finding the best possible actor. So that's what we want for you when you walk in. And then when you walk in there and you have this out of control self-talk thing that you did to yourself before you walk in the room, or maybe even in the middle of your audition, that reads. And sometimes it doesn't read as something like, we can't tell what you're thinking. I don't know what your monkey mind chatter that you've done to yourself is. But what I do get as a casting director is I'll look at your audition, even if it's technically good, and I'll feel like, no, she's not right. And that's what happens. And if you've ever auditioned for anything, I'm sure at one point or another you've gotten the feedback of not right. And not right oftentimes does mean maybe you're not right for the part or whatever. But sometimes it's like a general catch-all of, I'm not getting it, I'm not feeling it. And a lot of times that's the self-sabotage piece, because that's the stuff that you did to yourself in your mind, that you walked in with, that you're not aware of, and you think we don't know, but we feel it. And we translate it into, for some reason or another, I don't want to bring you back. And that is heartbreaking. And so I've developed a series of tools and exercises and things and classes and whatever, and even in my private coachings where I help actors get rid of that stuff. And it's really quite simple. And most of the time, actors, you guys, will make it quite complicated. And it's really not. You just need a few simple tools, and you just need to have the awareness that you do this to yourself. And I know that you do this to yourself, and some people do it to a smaller degree and some people do it to a larger degree. And I can tell you that if you're going out on auditions a lot and you're not getting callbacks, or you're going out and you're getting a lot of callbacks and you're not booking, usually it's something to do with this, and maybe to do with your technique a little bit too. But more often than not, it's not really the technique, per se. It's what's going on in there.